Good morning, Sarah Hopkins here from Hibiscus Neuro Rehab. Thank you so much for joining me today and taking some time to learn some brain health tips. Now, we love working with our clients to regain their function, their independence and their quality of life post-stroke. But honestly, if we didn't have to work with a person because they didn't have a stroke, that would be even better. Today, I'm going to share with you some top tips to reduce your stroke risk. Let's dive in. Now, before we get started, let me ask you this. When was the last time you thought about your brain health? Our brains are incredible organs, and protecting them should be our top priority. Understanding the risks and preventative measures for stroke is an essential part of that journey. Stroke is a life-altering event, and the statistics are sobering, but good news, there are steps that you can take to minimize that risk. Adopting a few lifestyle changes can significantly contribute to reducing your risk of stroke. It's about stacking those odds in your favor. Small, consistent changes can lead to profound benefits for your overall health, well-being, and your brain health long-term. Now also, contrary to popular belief, it's not just about age. What you may not realize is stroke can affect anyone of any age. So it's time to debunk that myth about it only happening to the elderly. And the really important thing about brain health is that we need to set it up in our 30s and 40s and 50s to have a long, healthful life well into our 70s, 80s, and 90s. Because if we look after what we've got now, even though it's not as fun, although I think it's fun to be able to look after my brain, that we can reduce our risk of stroke and look after our brain. So let's think about the things we can do. It's not rocket science, you've heard it all before, but it's just highlighting it so that you can make those small, consistent changes. It's about maintaining a healthy diet, consuming a balanced diet rich in fruit and vegetables, proteins, and also reducing those ultra-processed foods, limiting things like saturated fats, trans fats, and sodium in our diet can be very successful, and thinking about keeping ourselves hydrated with adequate amount of water is really important. And as a physio, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't say you need to be engaging in regular physical activity. Engaging in regular physical activity, and we're aiming for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise per week. So that's your walking, your swimming, your running, your cross training, your bike, all sorts of those big body movements, trying to get over that 150 minutes a week. And that's for all adults, including those already with neurological conditions. It's important that you're incorporating strength, and we know how good strength training can be for us, especially as we're getting older, because that's where our glucose is stored. It keeps us strong so we can do all our functional movements and make us really be able to be active and healthy. Physical activity also helps us maintain a healthy weight, low blood pressure, and improve our overall cardiovascular health. And that's what we're really talking about when we're talking about stroke risk, is that cardiovascular health. So we need to manage our blood pressure, keeping our blood pressure in a healthy range. So that's 120/80, which is really important. And it's good to monitor your blood pressure regularly and follow medical advice if it is elevated. Adopting a low salt diet and limiting alcohol can also help control your blood pressure. Quitting smoking. Smoking significantly increases the risk of stroke and other cardiovascular diseases. So if you are someone that smokes, seek support or use resources to quit smoking. Promote better lung and heart health. And remembering that vaping has been portrayed as a good alternative, but it's still addictive, and we don't know the harmful properties and things that it could do long term. So it's better to use something other than vaping if you're going to try quitting smoking. And lastly, is the thinking about controlling diabetes or managing blood sugar. You may not have diabetes, but lots of us can be pre-diabetic, which means we have low insulin sensitivity, which means that we don't have well-controlled risk factors for diabetes and can play into poor cardiovascular health. And if you do have diabetes, it's thinking about how you manage and control it through proper diet, regular exercise, and medication as prescribed. It's about monitoring your blood sugar levels and working closely with your healthcare professionals to keep that under control. Controlling diabetes helps reduce that risk of complications and also that risk including stroke. Remember, these lifestyle factors contribute not only to stroke prevention, but also to overall well-being and brain health. It's essential to consult a healthcare professional for personalised advice and guidance on individual health conditions. But as I wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Your health is wealth. Yes, we know it's a little bit cheesy, but it's true. And preventing stroke starts with a simple and consistent actions. Now, if you're someone you know has had a stroke and is on a post-stroke journey of recovery, consider reaching out to our team because we'd love to help. And remember, it's never too early to start prioritizing your brain health, and it's never too late to start. Take care until next time. And just remember, if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below or send me an email, Sarah at Hibiscus Neuro Rehab. We'd love to see you and talk to you. Have a great day. Bye.